Okay, so I'm sorry about that. I reached the limit that I was allowed to film on this device, so it kind of got cut off there. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we were talking about Frankie. So he, that's why his family ushered him to go with them. So he went with them, if I recall properly. So once again, that's a reason why it was that another reason why Water 7 is important. Another part is one the other so okay, there are two scenes that I feel are the most iconic scenes in One Piece. Like when you say One Piece, these are probably one of these two scenes is what people will usually think about. The part where they burned the merry-go and when they were all standing on the ledge for Robin. So now talking about the first one I just mentioned, the where they burned the merry-go. That was where they all stood on that plank and watched it burn. I guess I think that like symbolizes that like a new beginning. No, not a new beginning, but it symbolizes their ability to move on. I feel like their ability to move on like from what like Robin moving on from her past of crime, um, Frankie, I guess moving on to his new life as a pirate. Can't really think of one for any of the others. Huh. Anyway, just them moving on to the future, which, and, the future of being a crew and of more adventures in the new world, which I feel is like, symbolized by Thousand Sunny. Uh, so, yeah, the Thousand Sunny. Other reason why Sark is incredibly important. They got the Thousand Sunny, which is their current ship that they are using. And that's all I really need to say about the Thousand Sunny. It's the current ship they're using, and that's why it's important. Yeah. So, let's see. So, for a recap, in just quick recap, because I think that's all the points I've thought about. Wait. Maybe one more about the fighting, and also about Luffy. That was a huge jump it's a big part of character progression for all of them, but especially Luffy, because, as he said during his fight with the Blue Note, he has to get stronger, otherwise he won't be able to protect the people that he loves. So, that was just a big thing for Luffy, because he admits that, and he realizes, everyone, when they think about Luffy, they just think that, oh, he's Luffy, he doesn't take things that seriously, he's not the brightest, but what a lot of people, maybe not forget about, but don't think about but more of don't think about immediately, is that Luffy is very, very, like, what's the term? Very serious but just when it matters. Like when it counts, he's serious. Like, rescuing Robin whenever Hachi got killed, whenever he's defending people, just anytime during a fight. So Luffy realized that, hey, we're going to be fighting much, much more powerful people in the new world, so I have to get stronger so I can protect my crew. That was a huge jump. That was a huge leap in progression as a character for him, because he realizes, and I already said this, but I repeat myself a lot, I'm sorry, but he realized that, he has to get better. So, that's very important. Anyway, recap, Luffy's and the others' character progression. They got the Sunny. Frankie joined the group. Gear second and third were introduced, and which later evolved into Gear fourth, obviously. And also the introduction of the Cipher Poles and the Six Powers. Also Robin's past, I forgot to mention that, but Robin's backstory, and all the things that I've listed. Those are all the reasons why I think that the Water 7 arc is the most important to the series. I'm sorry that this video and the last one are, and the other one I'm going to be putting these up at the same time. Yeah, it's yellow because it's a Pikachu. It's great. I love this thing. I'm sorry that these were like kind of, sloppily put together. I don't have a script or anything. I just kind of sit down and talk. So a lot of the things I say, I kind of stutter a lot because, I'm trying to think of like what to say next. When I talk in these, I just sound completely awkward because, well, I don't script any of it. So, thank you for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Yeah, something I was thinking about today because it's funny. What brought this all on was I was watching, You Say Run memes. The You Say Run goes with everything. The track from MHA, My Hero Academia, I mean. Every time I say MHA, no one realizes I'm talking about My Hero Academia, so I should probably stop saying MHA. Anyway, talking about My Hero Academia, everyone's like, oh, it goes with everything, kind of like the Attack on Titan theme. The meme that the Attack on Titan thing goes with everything. There's one about, it was You Say Run goes with everything, the Luffy versus Rabluchi fight, which kind of got me thinking about that arc, which got me thinking about this. So, if you enjoyed, no, I'm not even going to say that. Just thank you for watching. I hope a lot of you found this interesting, and if you share my opinions on this, like, if you also agree that this is, or if you don't think it is, that the Water 7 arc was the most important, think something else was, then feel free to tell me. It's all an opinion. Like, I was also thinking, like, maybe the, Sabaody arc, because it introduced, you could say that the Sabaody arc was maybe the most important because it introduced all of the, what was the term they got? The worst generation, and it introduced the worst generation, especially Trafalgar Law and Beige, they're the most important so far, and, because Beige was with them for the Big Mom arc. I call it that. I know it's not the name, but I call it that. The whole Cake Island arc. And Trafalgar Law was with them for the Dressrosa arc. And that's also whenever all of them got split up for the time skip and made them just more, and made them realize that made Luffy say that he's never going to lose again because he doesn't want to, because he never wants to lose anyone, even though he kind of said that already in the Water 7 arc. My point is, you could argue that one's more important, and I see why. I see why that's could be called the most important, but I still feel Water 7 is maybe not the most important, but very, very important. But yeah, in my opinion, it's the most important to the series. Once again, you think something else? Feel free to tell me. That was supposed to be a thumbs up, but I didn't get it into the picture. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry this stretched so much and I don't know how to talk, but, yeah, I'm gonna stop now. Bye-bye.